Yeah, like since we're actually talking about that, I wanna bring up this argument I hear all the time against Voyage of Despair and how its map design is like ludicrous.
Mhm.
It's not bigger than Origins, and yet it has better transportation systems. Like the tank on Origins is garbage.
Right.
It's like linear. It's not like Origins where you have to go across the entire map to get one part and then go across the other side of the map to get another part for the freaking uh for the staffs, you know. I really hate people who defend Origins' tank system and then they're like, well, Voyage of Despair is like Voyage of Despair is bigger. Like, no, it's not.
It's definitely not. I actually would agree that Voyage is, and all of BO4, to be honest, is pretty good with their fast travels. Um, without being said, Origins is a better map for sure, but Voyage is with their fast travels way better. Origins tank, I think I use it once, maybe twice a game if I miss the jump. I don't know. That's about
Yeah,
it.
I only use it for the lightning staff and then never again. I can't believe they didn't make it faster in Zombie Chronicles. Like it feels so slow.
Yeah, it's really slow. I think the only reason why they didn't make it faster is because then people wouldn't be able to run back onto the tank. But they could have just slowed it down for that part. Um, I don't know. But Voyage of Despair, I used to not like it, but then I played it a lot, and I low key started to like it. I love the Wonder Weapon, the shotgun. I don't know, the Kraken. That's
The
what's called.
Kraken.
The Kraken, the elemental upgrades, very cool. Now if I hopped on BO4 right now, would I be able to get it? No. But when I did get it, when I was on my BO4 grind, probably one of my favorite Wonder Weapons. It's very cool.
Yeah, I love to see the appreciation for it. I really don't like the slander. Like on what's his name, Mr. T Lex Five's video, he's like, or not even. I just see it on a lot of people's videos in general being like a C tier weapon. Like it's so fun to use. I think it
Yeah.
has one of the funnest quests as well. Like I know how to get it through the quest. It's so
Mhm.
fun to see it come out of the ocean.
Right, with
I
like
think
the
it's one of the most,
tentacle part.
yeah, it's like one of the most unique like Easter eggs of all time, in my opinion, at least. Like it's just so cool to see it come out of the map.
Yeah, I really like when they do that with Wonder Weapons where they put it in the game as like something in the map gives you it, right? Like on Zet, for example, Zetsubo, you build it like at a bench and it like puts in all the chemicals, which is cool. And then like, Voyage, the Kraken or
Mob of the Dead with the skulls.
true, the skulls, that's very cool. And you get it and you go to the warden's desk and the Blunder Gap pops up, very cool. It just like bursts into
Yeah.
flames, very cool.
I think it was the first map to do it where you could get it outside of the normal method.
I think so. Yeah, because Jet Gun no, and Liquefire was just the buildable, so I don't think that counts. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah, I
right.
think,
I think you're right.
yeah, and Blood of the Dead could have expanded on this, but I'm not gonna dog on Blood of the Dead in this video. That's gonna get into a full other rant.
I actually don't mind Blood of the Dead. Is that weird? Maybe. However,
Yeah.
I would not say it's better than Mob for sure. I wouldn't say it's better than like any VO3 map, to be honest with you, or even VO2.
I don't know about that.
Listen, man, Bus Depot, it's not that bad.
I was actually referring to freaking Gorod Krovi. I don't know
What?
which Easter egg is worse, Gorod Krovi or Blood.
You don't like the Gorod Easter egg?
Like what? I think it's like the epitome of how Easter eggs used to be built. Even though I hate Cold War, don't get it twisted. I hate Cold War, but I appreciate not having to get like how many trophies is it? Like 9 trophies, and then do 2 escort missions, and then if you get one shot by like the Mangler or something, then the Easter egg or the bomb step actually. The bomb step was so stupid. Like,
I
good God.
actually love it. I love the Gorod Easter egg. I think it's the most challenging Easter egg you could do, but it's not too difficult to the point where it's like, oh, this is unbearable, right? I do like, to be fair, finding the trophies. Is it a little, no, you have to go find random trophies and put them in. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I can understand it. However, However, it a lot of the time you're just killing zombies, which is very fun. Like especially, but the one thing I will say is it's very you really need to use gobblegums, especially for like the escort step, both of them, because like with the Valkyrie,
Yeah.
he's one shot at all times. So if you shoot him by accident, you got to restart. Doing
Yeah,
that with
and you
throw
can
guns
shoot
is
him.
horrible.
And you can
Yeah,
shoot him.
yeah. Mangler, the Green Eye Mangler, he'll only run at you, but you have to shoot off his arm. But if your gun's too strong on that round, then it'll kill him, and then you can't. Then you have to just walk slow, and then you gotta go use Undead Man Walking, and that's the whole thing. Also, if you have double pack a punch on, and then you shoot it, and you have fireworks, and it kills him, and it's just that's the whole thing. Which
Yeah.
fair. However, when you do get the gobble gums, which aren't too hard to get, and you play through it even on solo or four player or three player, it doesn't lose the fun from it. I really love the Gorod Easter egg. The boss fight is amazing. I mean, to be fair, can you finish it in like 5 seconds? Yes, but still very cool because Nikolai in a mech and dragon.
Yeah,
So what else
it
do I
is
have to
really
say?
cool. Let's just appreciate the fact that you don't have to do Morse code, okay?
It's true.
Mutual agreement. No Morse code.
To be fair though, I will defend Blood of the Dead here. It's not that bad of a step. It to be fair,
Yeah,
when you first hear Morse code, you're like, "What?" But when you actually do it, it's not too bad. But do
it's
I
not
recommend it?
bad.
No. Oh, and if
It's
you're
not
doing a
bad stuff.
solo, you're not doing it. Like you have to turn him to a crawler, and if he doesn't despawn, then and the next round starts, you have to hurry up, just hoping you get it right. So you need like at least two players for that Easter egg, I feel, because like you're trying to do the Morse code and the zombie's swiping at your feet and just grabbing your balls, and it's really a whole thing. But
Yeah,
I will say, Blood of the Dead is probably one of the longest Easter eggs, um, because there's so much to do. And I think if you're
yeah.
really into Easter eggs, you'd probably be into it. I think it's okay. Like if I wanted to play it and I got like four of my friends and we're just let's go do the Blood of the Dead Easter egg. Now I don't know why we put ourselves through that torture.
Maybe we lost a bet. Maybe we are in our own purgatory, and that's why we're there. But
I mean, it's not bad individually, but once you really get into the game and you have to do this, especially since the game spawns in zombies during the steps, it's like, why is it being so cruel to you? Is my question. Because at least in Black Ops 3 you can just hold a crawler, but like in Blood of the Dead you have to like kill zombies, and if it ends around, good fucking luck trying to get back there. Oh my god, it's a huge mess. What were they thinking?
do you remember when the game first launched and nobody knew how to get the free monkeys? So you had to wait till like round like what 27 or something like that before you do
Yeah,
the
it's like
first step.
17 or some shit, right? I think
The
it was around
first step.
17.
Yeah, I think it's 17 and not 27, but you had to wait till round 17 to do the first step. Like what?
Yeah, yeah. Like
That
what?
was
What were they
wild.
thinking? Like
And
I
the only
don't
way to do
like.
that was, I mean, we know now. You just need to go to the statue and get your specialist kills, which it has to be level 2, which very random. I don't know why your specialist has to be level 2, but then again, I don't know
Yeah,
why they do a lot of things. So
I mean, I guess we can talk about Easter eggs or something because I think that I really like besides that one Easter egg and classified, I really like the Black Ops 4 Easter eggs. I think they're really fun to do. I've done most of them solo. I think they're really fun. So
Mm,
I'm a fan of them for the most part. I think the cinematic approach they take is like the best part of it by far because in Black Ops 3 you don't get really that many cinematics other than the ending cutscene. But like in Blood of the Dead, you get to see Richtofen come out of the chamber, and
true.
in 9 you get to see like a giant fucking elephant. Like that's crazy. Like I love it. It's I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I can agree. I think nine, like the nine Easter egg, like that boss fight, like that nine is just an amazing map. Like we can't get we cannot talk about that. Like nine is just such a great map. Um, but what I will say is I do think Black Ops 3 Easter eggs are better overall. However, nine is really good, and it's one I would definitely go back and do. Blood is um Voyage is it's grown on me. When I first did it, I didn't like how I had to go to the front of the ship and turn the thing and then go to the back of the ship and then turn the thing. It was just I didn't like it. But I played it a lot and I died. Shout out Morgan. We did it. We played it for like I think what like we did that Easter egg like about like 6 times and then we finally beat it. on the boss's fight is very fun. But you're down like in the corridors, and then you come outside. There's a wipe attack. You got to make sure you're behind something or you shoot him. And very fire, very fire. One of my favorite boss fights
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Um,
9 Ancient Evil, I think, is also one I'd go back to do again. I love the Ancient Evil Easter egg. The final boss fight in Ancient Evil, I think, is probably top 3 in all of zombies. It's so freaking fun.
it's very cool, and I think like the Pegasus thing, and then that one guy I don't remember his name. I think he was important. Just I don't follow the
Perseus, I
story.
believe.
Yeah, yeah, that guy, the guy from Fortnite. I think that's what it was. Yeah,
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
from Cold War.
Oh, no. But yeah, no, definitely. It was really fun. And then, but we don't talk about Alpha Omega. Um, I think there was like that avocado guy. What was he from? Um,
Uh, he was from Outer Tilton. The
oh,
Tempest zombie.
oh, he's from Outbreak. Oh my,
He's,
oh, not
he's
Cold
from
War.
Outbreak. Oh no, he's from Outbreak. No, God, no. But
But yeah,
jokes, jokes aside, I actually do like the Alpha Omega Easter egg too. I'm a big fan.
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but is it the worst Easter egg of all time? No.
Yeah, the Die Rise is one
Although,
of my least favorite. I think BO2 has like the worst Easter eggs.
fair. I do like Origins though. Mob of the Dead's pretty cool, but Transit, I don't know what happened. I don't even something about a tower. Die Rise, something about another tower.
Oh
Buried,
God.
something about another tower. Um, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think uh 9 was good. Ancient Evil was good. Blood was okay. Um,
Dead of the
and
Nights was really good.
I Dead of the Night, yes, yes. Oh my, I love Dead of the Night. I actually love Dead of the Night because like as a map, it's not like the greatest map. It's just like a whatever map, right? But and especially like the launch was. We're gonna talk about that. But the Easter egg when you fight, like you learn like everything. It's a really like a quest map. Like it's like when you do all of this and you figure everything out and you do the telescope and very fun Easter egg. Very fun. It's like for me like Easter eggs. I think like number one's like Gorod for me, and like number two's like Dead of the Night because like I just love the Dead of the Night Easter egg. It's actually so fun. Solo, multiplayer, it doesn't matter. I'm playing it. Origins number three though. Shadow Origins sometimes.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Easter egg. I've done speed runs on it as well. I think just most of the BO4 for besides Blood and Classified, I think you could say are at least good.
I don't like
And
tag.
then the tag Easter egg actually isn't
Ugh,
bad though.
I
It's not garbage.
it's just like key jars.
It's average. It's like almost it's above Cold War because Cold War Easter eggs are. Ugh. But
It's scary. It's it's scary.
like I honestly think the Outbreak Easter egg is almost as bad as Blood, maybe worse, possibly worse. But
I,
uh,
I think that with tag, tag, whatever, Call of the Dead 2. Um, I think the biggest issue with it was the fact that the um the budget was going down at that point because that whole thing, and because of that, like obviously like even like end cutscenes all like graphics, it's like art, it's not like cinematic. Um, like the P jars, I don't have to explain why I don't like that stuff. And if you
I
jump, it
mean,
breaks, and you break the P jars on you, and then you have P on you. And honestly, that's how I feel like when I play Cold War. It's just, it's not a good feeling.
I
Um,
will I will defend the cutscene in this case though because their Eisendrache also had painted cutscenes, even though it had like the highest budget like ever for a DLC one map. Like
true.
I don't know
However,
why their Eisendrache did that.
not a fan of that on Dryzmark either. Not a fan. But I love Dryzmark. So, another thing, no boss fight, which was very surprising.
Well,
Like,
it's not the only map to do it.
yeah, yeah. But like out like we've had it like boss fights up like that basically that whole game, except for classified. But
I
nobody
think
nobody's getting to 150. It's not happening. But it's 150, right? I'm not wrong. Or
yeah, yeah, it
115.
is. Yeah,
150.
no, it's 150. What I was
Cool.
gonna say was I think the point was to try to subvert us because we were not gonna get the Great War map no matter how much people begged for it, just
True.
because it was not destined to happen. Because if we were gonna kill Dr. Monty, the war can't happen. So I don't think that was ever gonna happen, but I, I'm I'm okay with it not having a boss fight if it meant we could get a simple map because like Ancient Evil, I love it, but for most people, if you were to get like the upgraded stuff, it takes a while. Dead of the Night is obviously complicated. Blood of the Dead is fucking abhorred. But you get my point, right? I like that it's more simple and goes back to the old standard of zombies where you didn't get an Easter egg cutscene or boss fight. It was just do some steps, you get a free reward. So I think that was the point they were trying to go for the last map.
How do you feel about Marlton returning?
I genuinely want to know who voices Molson so I can send them a surprise letter saying he's fired from Activision because, like,
An Easter egg.
Marlton is a cancer in the zombie community. I would rather have an operator. I would rather play as an
I think I
operator.
agree. I think I agree. Now, the
I
only
would
way to
rather
make this worse is a Marlton operator.
the
And
one
where
from
can you
fucking
find that?
Blackout.
And where can you find that?
Blackout.
Probably in Cold War.
Probably.
I'm surprised it didn't
Probably.
sell one. I mean, they sold
Um,
Maxis.
it's true. Wasn't Samantha in there at some point?
Yeah, wasn't Samantha the fucking operator?
And she had like Takio's sword and like Nikolai's mask or something or hat or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the Firebase C ending.
And is she in her German accent or is she in the English one? We may never know.
Let's just be grateful it's not like Origins where we had to listen to her bitch and whine at us to complete the Easter egg.
Um, oh, every time. My father
So that's
made
why I have a.
copies. You can find them. Every 5 minutes. I don't know how you've gotten this close. Not even my father got there. Um, really, um, I hate Samantha. That's its own subject, though. Um, not the biggest fan of Tog. I'm curious, though. What are some things you dislike about Black Ops 3?
Oh, about well, I guess to go low first is the weapon kits. I don't like how basic they are. The fact that they're just
Sure.
like worse versions of the multiplayer ones, I hated. The camos, they didn't give dark matter to zombies. So stupid. Like
But we had
that
Red
whole
Hex.
system.
We had Red Hex.
I'm a fan of Red Hex, but it's nowhere near as good as dark
Yeah,
matter or
no,
dark
no,
ether.
I
Yeah,
100% agree. Weapon kits is just
bad. And
get them out of
then
here.
daily, I think the side content kind of sucked because like um if you weren't going for the Vinium, then like there was no other reason to play, I feel, because I've gone to high levels, but like weapon kits you'll get done in maybe 2 weeks worth of gameplay. So I think the
Yeah,
side content was pretty bad. And
very
then
true.
there's
At
nothing
least
I
it's not Cold
hate.
War.
Yeah, hey, it's not Cold War levels of easy. So I'll give it that respect. I think the biggest thing I don't like about Black Ops 3 is again that I don't get to have as much customization with how I play. Because in Black Ops 3, I just have a set, okay, I'm gonna get the RK5, I'm gonna get Jug, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and Double Tap, and I'm gonna get the Wonder Weapon, and then that's it. So I think that's the biggest reason I don't um fuck with it anymore, but I'm still a BO3 fan. I don't hate the game at all.
Right, right. I think it's fair though. I think you have a fair point. But I think every game is gonna have some type of repetitiveness to it, whether it's Black Ops 3, 4, 2, 7, it doesn't really matter.
Cold
Um,
War.
yeah, but like at the end of the day, zombies are zombies, and there's gonna be always some type of repetitiveness to it. But do I agree? Repetitiveness in Black Ops 3, yeah. Weapon kits, I don't know. It just felt like it was a lazy last minute thing. Do I appreciate it though that we got it at all? Yes.
Yeah.
Um, However, why can I not use DLC weapons in the weapon kits without having to do
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
codename pizza glitch? Explain that to
Yeah,
me.
why did they have that glitch instead of just adding it to zombies? And why did we have to ask Treyarch to add the 1911 into the Chronicles maps? Like it's the small stuff, but it adds up.
Why was the Gorod Cove Easter egg out of commission for like a year? You never know.
Yeah, why did people shit on BO4 for having broken launch, but then never complain about Gorod Covey having a crash every time you got 3 Easter eggs?
Yeah, BO3 launch was decent, but BO4 launch, it still had its problem. Like BO3 still had its problems at launch for sure. Do I think BO4's is a little worse? Yes. However, there was a lot more content in BO4, and it makes more sense. Black Ops 3 was very basic. It was just shadows and the giant. So,
Yeah, I think it
um,
was a lot exaggerated. I feel if we're gonna talk about that, I think because when I played Black Ops 4 at launch, I didn't experience many bugs at all. I've only ever had BO4 crash when Ancient Evil came out and when Tag came out. Like those are the only times I ever had the game crash. But that's just from my experience, but still.
right, right. I will say BO4, even in the launch, you know, like gameplay wise was a little like because crashes and all that. I have to say one of my favorite launches. Like honestly, I think BO4 launch was a better launch than like not a better launch, but it was more fun to me when it launched compared to when BO3 first launched. And but I think a lot of that has to do with when BO3 was out, there was like a big like hype behind BO3, and like at that time BO3 had probably the best community we've ever seen, like the community's highest morale it's ever been at that point. And when BO4 was getting announced, and they did like these whole like shows, and Jason Blundell, and he turned around, he had blood vials, and it was really like it was really good, honestly. And when I first got into it, I was playing Blood of the Dead 9, not classified because I didn't want to pay $50 for one map. Um, but I mean, would did I end up doing it anyways? Maybe, but um, I will agree though that even though the launch wasn't the best, I really liked it. I think Cold War, even though I hate the game, had one of the best launches for Call of Duty Zombies. Um, like just for like the general like casual community, like we had Tifu going for around 100, which just shows how easy the game is, but it was still very cool because a lot of people were into the zombies, and then it just crashed
Well,
after that.
yeah, I think that also shows that they were going towards more multiplayer people, which is why they lost me pretty quickly.
Exactly.
I didn't grind as fast, and I still got Dark Aether within a month of the game coming out. So like, it just tells you that they were going for more casual crowd.
Yeah, I agree. It was like very Warzone-y multiplayer campaign. Like it was just like they just trying to like branch out and like score streaks. Stop. I need to stop talking about Cold War. I need to stop talking about it. I need to stop. Slow
Yeah, don't
down.
worry. I'm gonna fast forward towards any of our Cold War sections. I'm just gonna fast forward that.
I think that's a good idea because I despise Cold War. Um, but yeah, back into Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Um, Black Ops 3's launch wasn't that crazy, and I think actually a lot of people in Black Ops 3 launch weren't like too into it because like we had Shadows, which was a cool map at launch. I love it now, but at launch, I don't think it was as well liked um as like BO4 was or uh Black Ops 2. Actually, Black Ops 2. That's actually that. No, we're not gonna say that because transit. But Black Ops
Yeah.
1. Um, but Shadows of Evil was really like it wasn't like too well received, but the giant was like amazing. It was just Derice, right? So I think BO4's launch was pretty good though. Despite what you might hear.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think another thing people tend to forget is that like with the BO4 launch, there were people just constantly like playing, there was a lot of content. With BO3, if you didn't like Shadows and you didn't buy the season pass, which is the same thing as not buying the Black Ops pass in Black Ops 4, by the way. Um,
Hmm.
if you didn't buy the pass and you didn't get freaking, why do I keep saying Gorod? The fucking giant, then you were stuck with Shadows. And I've been a Shadows fan since day one. But like even then, I could see why it would get annoying to play Shadows over and over. It's like if you had to play Blood of the Dead over and over and over. So I think the BO4 launch was great.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was actually pretty good. And the fact I think a lot of people complained about the 4 maps at launch, but honestly, I think it was pretty cool because you could choose between like that's more content, and none of the maps were necessarily bad, but I guess as new maps, they're not as seen as well because like Voyage now it's like a lot better of a map, but now if you look back at if you just started playing Voyage, you're not gonna like it as much, obviously. As someone who already knows the map, I think a lot of maps end up being like that. Like not a lot of people like them at first, but then after time goes on, people like it. Examples like Shangri-La, Setsubo, maps that people weren't like big fans of like, at launch, but now they started to like it more. Love Setsubo.
Forsaken. Forsaken.
Oh, oh, oh,
Not
no,
Forsaken again.
no, no, not foreskin, please. Oh,
Good God, what were they think? Yeah, I'll never. You know, if someone's still at this point in the video, let me know if you want me to make a why I hate Cold War video because I think that would be really fun. But
I think that's a great idea.
yeah, we'll do that for the next video. If this video gets like 5 likes or something, I'll do it. So just
So
yeah.
you're going high. You know what? I'm gonna challenge you here. You got to get 4 likes.
Oh, okay, okay. We'll
Mm,
just say that. You know, if we can get 4 likes on this video, I'll make a why I hate Cold War video.
mm.
That should be fun. But is there anything? Is there any lasting words you want to add before we wrap it up?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think really the only thing I have to say, uh, Black Ops 3, you know, there's 3 lines. That's got to count for something, you know. Um, also, you know, my favorite like map catalog, I guess you could say, because like, Shadows, Rack, Zetsubo, Gorod, Revelations, The Giant, all amazing. Then all the Chronicles maps, amazing. Where's Chronicles 2? Hopefully not in Cold War.
It was supposed to be in BO4, but you guys complained. Now it's going to
It
be in
was.
Vanguard.
It
Now it's
it
going to be in
was.
Vanguard.
It's not Vanguard, please.
Oh
uh,
God.
I need that 2024 Treyarch game. Where's my standalone zombies game? We may never know.
Never. Yeah, probably never going to happen. Unfortunately.
But yeah, I think that's all. Unless you have anything to say about it. Any final words?
Yeah, I guess for my final words, I'll just leave it off with I don't hate Black Ops 3 at all. People might get the impression that I do, but I don't. I love both games. I just love what Black Ops 4 has to offer. And I will be deleting any comments that do the freaking BO4 jokes because I see that everywhere on Twitter. I do not need to see that here. So those are my lasting words to you all.
Twitter's a scary place.
Yeah,
So
Twitter is
I've
a
seen too
mistake.
much. I
Twitter is a mistake.
At least it's not Reddit. That's what I gotta say. Well, thank you for coming on here and doing this with me. I never did a video like this. I'm not sure if you have, but very, very interesting way of doing a video. Very fun. Just to
Yeah,
talk about the games, especially since I think the community in general just, you know, love to hear about, what other people say. Sometimes they don't love what you have to hear, but they'll, angrily type on their keyboards about why they disagree with you, which is always fun. But yeah, I think this is where we leave it off. Um,
yeah. Thanks for
yeah,
coming in. You know, this is what really was a fun video to make. Honestly, like super fun.
yeah, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you're on my end, go see Dark Ops. His channel will be on the link and maybe somewhere on the screen if I figure that out. I don't know. We will figure out when we get there. Um, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling me about why you love foreskin.
Yeah. If you're on my end, let me know which Cold War map is your favorite, and if it's not the first 3 maps in the game, then I will be sending you a recommendation letter from Kravchenko. So thank you for watching again, and I will be seeing you guys on the Cold War video.
See you guys in the Nike sweatshops.